Hi, good evening. So this is called Navratana, and this is going to be a journey for you through Hindustan through the ages. So as you can see over here, we have a couple of modern artists. An artist named Mr. Souza, Francis Newton Souza. Then we have a few prints by Mr. Raza. So his Mr. Raza and Souza were very famous during the 60s and 70s. So this is a Souza head made by Mr. Souza when he was in England, if I'm not wrong, and it's a pencil sketch on paper. So this store is mostly about all our Indian history and our Indian culture. As you can see, we have a lot of antique maps of India. Like for example, this Calcutta map is from 1824. The map below is from 1661, which shows the Mughal period during of Hindustan during the 16th century, sir. The maps over here, Johnson's, are during the 1800s when the Britishers, we were under the British rule, and that's why you can see how well detailed all the maps are over here. Everything is made very well detailed. Johnson's. These both are from during the 1840s to 1860s, 1870s. This is a map of Calcutta, which also has copper and silver engraving, which you can see over here. And this is from the 1700s, sir.
1700.
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
Then,
so is this a single piece that you own or
yes, sir. So these are all original antique maps from the atlases.
acquisition?
Yes. And here I'll show you something very rare. So this is a wooden block of Delhi in 1858, as you can see over here. London, it's slated London News, and you can see how Delhi used to be in 1858, a year after the revolt. So this particular wall of our gallery is the wall of the lithographs. So lithographs come in two forms. They come in steel engravings and they come in wooden blocks. So wooden blocks were the one I just showed you in the map. That's type of a wooden block lithograph. These particular lithographs over here are from a book called antique book called Curry and Rice from the 1800s. These are called plates, steel engraving plates.
Okay.
And then
Plate means?
plate means they're inside the book, and so this we got loose. We never tear a book, we never disrespect anything. So this is the wall of the lithographs, sir. Then I have some lovely lithographs by this lovely lady called Emily Eden, who had come to India in the 1820s, and her uncle was a big officer in the East India Company. That's what allowed her to travel all over India and make these lithographs during the 1840s, and these were published in 1844. These lithographs. Then I have some very good aquatonic lithographs of India during 1809 made by Mr. Henry Salt. Henry Salt was also from England and he was a great traveler. He traveled to India and Egypt during the same time, and they were all taken back to England and they were published in 1809, so they were made in 1806 or 1807. That's how old they are, and they are in the original pieces. So then I'll take you to the oil places. So sir, over here, if you could see, these four oil on boards are by Mr. David, who had come to India in the 1918, and these are all for southern India. They're all southern India.
And these are not replicas.
No, sir, these are not replicas.
Original.
All originals, sir. Then I'll like to show you how Taj Mahal used to look in the 1933 oil on board, made by Mr. Thos Blair. That's how well the Thos Blair did his work. You could also see the reflection of the Taj on the water. Magnificent. All on board. So then I would like to show you. Then we also have a couple of modern things in the gallery because we have to keep them. A couple of Mr. Sanjay Bhattacharya. F.N. Souza is a very famous Indian artist who was born in Goa and he traveled all over the world. Souza. Then we have a couple of K.S. Kulkarnis too, sir. And obviously a lot of religious paintings also of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, made by Mr. Achar Singh, very famous Sikh painter. Then I would like to show you some paintings made by Mr. Hari Singh. Hari Singh is a very famous painter who mostly makes a lot of Sikh paintings, but this is a rare Banaras one he's done, a watercolor of a sadhu by the Ganges, and how he shows the world of a sadhu is different from a common person. And so then I would like to show you some old photographs of India, of Hindustan. So this is the Banaras Ghat, Banaras Mandir, made by taken photograph by Mr. Mazumdar, और ये इन्होंने लिया था in 1890s. ये इधर आए थे and he was a very good photographer. And then we have another of the Banaras Ghat of the mosque. कहते हैं यहाँ पे इस जगह पे मिस्टर कबीर का कमरा होता था जहाँ पे वो अपना रियाज और सब करते थे और वहाँ से ही उनने सब लिखना शुरू करा है, तो उनका एक छोटा सा उनको देने के लिए एक मकबरा की तरह बना दिया गया है. ये है by Mazumdar. These are from the 1890s to 1910s. Then I would like to take you to India in 1860s. This is great Fatehpur Sikri in the 1860s, made photographed by Mr. Samuel Bond. If you could see the signature over here and the series, this was made in the 1860s. This is Kashmiri Gate before the revolt, because after the revolt, the Kashmiri Gate has been damaged a lot. So this is before 1857. This is Chandni Chowk in the 1940s. That is Gayatri Devi, one of our biggest queens we ever had. This is from the 1930s when she had gone to England to study. This is from England Bloomsbury School, sir.
And
Then as we started with the maps, I would like to end it also on the map. So this particular map, if you come closer and you see, this is from 1551. As you can see, the centerfold in between, silver engravings on the side. And that time, the people used to make the maps behind the newspaper. So if you come close, you can also see the paragraphs written over here. And this is from 1551, original paper. This is from 1661, colored maybe a year or two later after that. This is also depicts the way though they thought India is.
400 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how you been able to manage all these papers?
So first of all, God's been very kind, and the second thing is that we mostly got most of our things from England and Scotland. As you know, they took everything from us. So it's basically in a way, our attempt to bring our culture and history back to our country. Oh, so again, as I was talking about the Sikh things, this is Mr. Hari Singh's another very good painting of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, made in 1932. Then if we go a little down south, this is Tirupati. So this is oil on canvas. It's very, very well made. And as you can see, the eyes look alive. He has put a lot of his soul into this particular one, which is of Hari Singh from 1932. Now if we go a little down south, you will see, so this is called Tanjore. This is from 1905 to 1908, between that period. It's made on stone and gold plating on it. As you could see, the gems also. And as a lot of people ask me, how do you know it's so old? If you could see the dust which is settled over here of so many years, you will know that, oh my God, it's so old. And it's all Indian history over here. Then I would like to show you a couple of micas too, sir. So micas are being mined in India from the 4,000 years, sir. So after they mine it, these are from the 1850s, 1860s. They are on the mica. They put small gouache and they color it with that. And they are very delicate, and only 7,000 are left in the world, sir. So the mica paintings, they are also called Patna school paintings. If you ever Google them, you'll understand how prestigious and how unique they are in their own way.